Why did you throw Johnny under the bus? Why on earth did you show his? What was your point there? What was your point? In fact, come on in and come up on panel. Tell us all the things. You didn't give us that opportunity. I asked to come up. You blocked me. I think she did that to Melissa too.
Well, I stand by what I said earlier. I saw the link. I knew I could ask for it. But the more I listened, I literally meant. I have a screen recording of every comment I made in the chat. I was like, this isn't new. Yeah, we've all seen all these clips. We've addressed all this. We will not speak for Johnny. What we did was no way associated in what you were showing. He was on a live with us about his stepdaughter and what she was going through. We followed through on that in the story. It sounds like your issue was with or about something else, but it sure as hell isn't about what we did and what you publicly pledged. Like I almost have secondhand embarrassment. Do better. This is ridiculous. And don't do it after you sit there and preach about the bullying and Mean Girls and these creators coming together and utilizing case. Like I mean, I know exactly where I was sitting today listening to your live. And I purposely listened, like not being a dick. I hate to be, no, I'm not being a dick. I listened because I knew something could be coming because of the email we received. And the way that it was that you introduced anything related to Decipher, that's where you lost me. Like I couldn't say any more on panel than I even could in the chat. And I can take your attitude or whatever you want to say. Like I get that you're pretty heated with your feelings and whatnot, Crime Sleuth, and how you were like kind of laughing at some of my comments, but I would have been I'm sitting here like I would have this afternoon. I'd been
lost Johnny.
Okay, again, the point, because the point that pertains to us is what we said we were going to do and what we did. The rest, give it a rest. Because you're
Johnny's up here.
You are. Okay, sorry.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, Black Hawk, you know how I'm doing.
Yeah, but Tia, you know what? If I would have never been cruising through the lives that night, I would have never known none of this was even going on. You know what I mean?
I know. So here's the deal, Johnny. I got some questions for you, and I want you to ask us some questions. And I want complete and utter honesty. If I'm lying about something, you call me out. By the way, I did Sage and I did Palo Santo, just so you know. That's why I'm calmer.
I can tell you're doing good this live. You're not freaking out this live, but that's good.
Oh, I called Johnny freaking out, y'all. I called with all the cursey words. And to be honest with you, Johnny, who is pretty calm, cool, and collected, had all the cursey words back.
Yeah, because this woman doesn't even know me personally, but yet she's got the nerve to go up on YouTube and say that I'm a scammer, I'm a liar, you know, and this woman doesn't know me from her ass from a hole in the ground, honestly. You know, they say that words hurt more than physical pain, and they're right. You know what? All I wanted to do that day was help my community. I wasn't looking for any handouts or anything like that. When my community's in distress, I come out and help.
You wouldn't have known about it. You were still asleep, and Cece called me.
Right. Cece called me.
No names. Well, remember I told you we ain't talking about hurting you.
She called me that morning, and she said she was going for a walk on the trail, but she didn't want to go by herself because there was a lady that was missing on the trail the day before. So I told her, I jumped up out of bed, and I told her mom, I said, tell her to wait there. I'm on my way. You know, so.
How far are you from the trail, Johnny?
Oh, man. I'm right in Rock State Park. I'm maybe like 10 minutes away.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and when I told the news outlets that I hadn't been there, I told them that I hadn't been there for a long time. We used to run that trail as kids. That's how we would avoid the police in Bel Air when we were teenagers. I mean, before it even became a trail.
Yeah.
It was still the railroad bed back there. You know, and that's how I knew about all these drainage tunnels. I was getting intuition that day. Something was coming through me, telling me the answers. I was being guided by my ancestors, not by them. I wasn't guiding myself.
No.
So, you know, for her to go up there and try to debunk all this stuff, I mean, everything that I said was already corroborated. You know, everything that I had said. What did I lie about? What did I actually lie about?
Okay, so Johnny, did we have a conversation prior to the live that we did to raise money? Did we tell you we were going to do that? I honestly am asking because I don't remember the answer.
No, that was absolutely a spur of the moment thing.
Okay, so we just did that on the live, right? Is that?
it popped up right on the live, and then that's when the community came together and started donating. I mean, we didn't plan that ahead before the live
Okay.
at all.
So, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think I met you in another chat,
Yeah.
and then I don't remember how we got in touch, but where did we meet the first time?
We met in, I believe it was somebody else's chat about Rachel Moore.
And then did I meet you in person?
Yes, I was going down the trail one day, and I had talked to you on text messages that day and told you I was going down there. So you came down and you met me down there.
Yep. I met a strange man in the woods, as my husband says.
Yeah, but you know what? Without meeting me down there, you got a lot of useful information about, the ins and outs of that trail.
I did. And I also had a bit of protection, which was very kind.
And a lot of what people don't understand is that this trail is so open. We went down there and blew whistles. Nobody came.
Yep.
We stood down there and yelled our heads off.
Yep.
20, 45 minutes at a time. Nobody came. But they were supposedly patrolling.
Did I give you any money, Johnny?
No, not at all. Everything I did my own gas money, all my own expenses. I didn't ask nobody for a dime.
Have I ever spoken to your stepdaughter?
No, not at all. It's all gone through me. Period.
How did I get her Cash App?
Through me.
Did I send her money, Johnny?
Yes, you did.
Did she receive the money?
Yes.
Yes, she did. And she is very grateful for it, Especially, she's having a hard time at work. She's having a hard time coping with life after this happened. She used to be an avid outdoors woman. Now she don't go out. She don't go on hikes by herself. She don't go out in her kayak anymore.
Calls her mommy on the way home.
She calls her mom on the way home from work.
Right. Doesn't she need somebody to take her in and out of her home?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Her
Why is
boyfriend is with her there 90% of the time.
Because she's afraid of, I don't want to leave the witness. What is she afraid of?
She's afraid of the backlash from whatever, this guy that's still on the loose. She's really worried about him coming after her.
Is she going to use the money that Deets on the Streets community that we sent? Is she going to use that for therapy?
I don't know if she's going to use it for therapy or she's going to use it to help her in her everyday life. She has not made that decision yet. But with that being said, with her having trouble having to go to work every day and, deal with all the trauma that she's already faced, that money is actually going to keep her head above water. You know what I mean? She's 5 months pregnant.
6 months.
Well, 6 months now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
6 months pregnant. Since this has happened, she has not partaken in any illegal or legal substances because, number one, she's pregnant, but number two, she's scared to go, outside of her own skin.
So was, and from my understanding, and I'm not saying anything that doesn't, she was partaking in things because she was scared, because she was in trauma. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, if I send you, again, the therapist's name and his phone number, will you please pass that on?
I sure will. I sure will.
Can I make her go?
No.
No. No. And I'm going to do my damnedest to encourage her.
Right.
But I cannot make her go.
You know that.
No.
But
I want to know where the scam was.
you know what? To tell you the truth, to make this situation even better, we didn't even know the money existed. How many times have I called you since all those pledges came through? How many times have I called you on the phone asking you about that money?
Never. You've never mentioned that money to me.
Well, I'm a scammer, right? If I was a scammer, I'd be calling you every day looking for the money, every hour on the hour.
You've never, ever mentioned that money. I mentioned it to you when I saw you on the trail one day. I said, I want you to know we didn't forget. We're still trying. We're trying to honor.
Yeah.
But you have never, ever mentioned anything to us. Not once.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that. They think that I was probably trying to get that money every day, and I wasn't even worried about it. I knew if it was meant to come through, it would come through. And if it wasn't meant to come through, it wasn't meant to come through, so be it.
I just want the subject to stop with this particular victim, and I do not want any other victims' names used for money in this particular circumstance.
I just don't know why she has resorted to attacking me.
And on top,
I don't get that one. I have nothing to do with any of this. My name is out.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I know that was Johnny. That's what I was trying to say in chat and with her today. That I said this is old news. I don't understand as, in terms of her receipts or what she wanted to prove. It was unnecessary, and I apologize.
Oh, it's fine now.
I'm able to help you. Yeah.
But,
I'm glad
you know,
to help you
all
with
in
your
the same
stepdaughter, but
all in the same breath with her attacking me and plastering my face all over her feed. That really upset me. You know what I mean? She didn't have to resort to putting my face on her feed at all.
No, she didn't.
I know she decided to make it that's where she missed the mark. It needed to be about Decipher and our efforts. She took it in another direction. She's going to have to own that. And all I can do for us is just apologize, because believe me, I heard it all. I sat through from the beginning to at least halfway through the part that was quote unquote about Decipher and what she wanted to prove. And all I can say, it was unnecessary, misguided. No one was misled. And I just, by the way, Crime Sleuth, no one was misled when you asked, does Pete know this? Does Melissa Jade? Yeah, we're all good there. But
Actually, does anyone in chat have any questions for Johnny that they would like to ask? Because maybe you can ask him directly.
Hey, anybody's welcome to ask me any questions, but I can't see the chat right now.
I'll read them to you if you see anything, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, if you have a question for Johnny, a direct question regarding the situation, please feel free to ask him. He's a pretty open book. That doesn't matter. Probate can take a year or more. CFs, well, and you know what, Dawn? That's very true. It sure can. And I don't fault the time that it takes for probate. I don't fight that at all. What I fight and what I have an issue with is just keep us in the loop, or say, I would like to do something at a later point in time. Yes, we do. We know, Pointer.
Oh, how about you tell the truth? My inheritance ain't came through yet. I haven't forgot about you.
Pointer Lover wants to know, Johnny, if we're having a boy or a girl. Did you want to say, or you want to keep it a surprise?
No, we're having a little boy. I'm not to announce it's a little boy.
It's so exciting.